I'm Mary Calvin with Restyle Kitchen and Bath. I have recently added a section to our website so that you can request an online estimate. You will need to send photos along with measurements of your kitchen so that we can provide a quote for you. Michael's going to help us measure the kitchen. Michael's been in the cabinet business for 25 years and he's the lead restylist for Restyle Kitchen and Bath. Before we start measuring, we need to do a front view of the cabinets for each section. So we're going to draw this section first. We'll go to the next page. You get a front view of this section and a front view of the last section. We always start from the left to the right and then go around the kitchen. So let's start. Michael's going to read the measurements to me and I'll put them on the drawing.
26 inches by 82 inches.
It's always helpful if you can have somebody help you measure because one can run the tape measure and one can write the numbers down.
18 inches by 31 inches.
Now if you notice, Michael is giving me the measurement in inches. It's much easier to work that way than 1.5 feet. So always use inches.
42 inches by 19 inches. 50 inches by 31 inches.
Now I've written on this paper the height he gave me, the width of the oven cabinet, the height of each individual cabinet, and the width of each individual cabinet. So now I'm to turn the corner and measure the next. Okay, let's measure the left of the window.
21
The width
inches.
is 21 inches. And the height?
Is 31 inches.
Okay, and then how much space do we have for the window?
We have 36.5 inches.
Okay. Thank you. And how much do we have to the right?
35 inches by 31 inches.
As you notice, we measured from here to here, and the door only opens this far. So this is going to be blank, just like it is right now. And so then we're going to turn the corner, and Michael will measure that cabinet.
35 inches wide.
Okay, 35.
By 16 inches tall.
And 16 inches high. We need to note on the drawing that this is open, this is a peninsula, and so we have to finish the back.
Keep in mind you also have the option to remove this cabinet altogether, and in that case we would cut a hole here and install a new door. And by removing this makes the kitchen feel much more open.
We've already measured the oven, we've got the width and the height, but before we move on and measure the rest of the base cabinets, I want to talk about the drawers. In this kitchen, this drawer will not open. This one doesn't do very well either. So when we replace all of the drawers in this kitchen, these will be brand new drawers along with brand new fronts. They will have full extension drawer slides and they will work extremely easily. You can open it with one finger. Now we're ready to measure the base cabinets. And the base cabinets are the same thing as bottom cabinets, and wall cabinets are the same thing as top cabinets. So we'll start from the left and move over to the right.
73 inches wide.
So we have 73 inches all the way to the dishwasher. And the height?
34 inches from the floor to the bottom of the countertop.
So we have 34 inches. That includes our toe kick, which is this space right underneath the cabinet. There's no drawer here for some reason, and the homeowner has asked that we put a drawer in here. So we can do that. We'll cut this opening out and install a brand new drawer with full extension drawer slides. If you notice to the left of the sink, there's a blank space again where we could put a drawer. So we're going to put a drawer above that door on the left-hand side of the sink. So our measurements are
46 inches wide.
We have 46 inches in width.
And again, we're 34 inches from the floor.
And we're 34 inches from the floor, so we've got that. So moving to the right, there is a cabinet on an angle. So Michael's going to measure that angled cabinet.
It is 14 inches wide and 34 inches tall.
We have 14 inches in width and 34 inches in height. Now if you notice, that drawer looks like a drawer. It has a pull on it, but it doesn't open at all because it's a dummy drawer. So we're going to replace that drawer with another drawer with full extension drawer slides. So now we have been able to add 3 drawers to a kitchen that only had 6 drawers to start with. So I think that's about 50% more drawer storage.
We are 38 inches wide and again 34 inches tall.
So we have 38 inches wide and 34 inches tall.
That's correct.
All right, now we need the measurement of the end of the peninsula cabinet.
24 inches.
So it's 24 inches
by 34 inches in height.
by 34 inches in height. Now next we're going to go around to the back of the peninsula because we need to know the length of that peninsula because it's going to have to be covered with plywood. So now we're going to measure the length of this peninsula back.
73 inches wide
73 inches wide
by 34 inches tall.
by 34 inches high.
We will also need to measure the ends of all the cabinets because they too will need to be covered with plywood. 12 inches wide by 31 inches tall. And if you decide to keep this cabinet, it'll have to be covered too. So for that measure, we would go 35 inches wide by 16 inches tall. Now that you've measured your kitchen, make sure that you take as many pictures as possible, starting from left to right, so that we can visualize your kitchen